Alabama, the major question that Todd Pletcher and I debated was whether we would run her between the Alabama and the Breeders' Cup, or if we would just train up to the race. And she needed to do something 3 weeks after the Alabama, so we breezed her, and we breezed her the following week. And both times she really displayed a keen energy level and seemed like she was in good form. So assessing the spacing between the Alabama and the Beldam, which is 5 weeks, and then also from the Beldam to the Breeders' Cup, we'd have another 5 weeks. We thought it was in the filly's best interest to go ahead and run her in the Beldam and have that nice, generous spacing between the Alabama to the Beldam and then the Beldam to the Breeders' Cup. So that worked out very well. Unfortunately, she drew the rail, which was another inside draw for her, and she came out of there just a little bit stumbling, and it took her a couple strides, and Johnny a couple strides to get her back up onto her feet and into her rhythm. So we really had hoped to design her strategy that day to be a little bit closer to Wedding Toast, but when she stumbled out of the gate, all that kind of went out the window, and Johnny did the right thing by just sort of letting her find her own rhythm, and Wedding Toast was virtually unchallenged throughout, and certainly was a deserving winner on the occasion. But I think our filly probably ran a little bit better than she was given credit for to be second, and her gallop out was extremely strong. So Johnny took care of her that day, and she's come out of it great, worked exceptionally well this morning in her first official breeze over the Keeneland track. So we're excited 3 weeks out from where she's at. It was the plan to come to Keeneland from the beginning. It was just a matter of when. Todd has taken a considerable string over to Keeneland for the meet, and the bulk of his Breeders' Cup prospects are all there as well. So after the Beldam, when Touchwood, it looked like she'd come out of that race in good nick, we decided to put her on a plane a couple days later and get her settled in at Keeneland and get her adjusted to the track and have a few good works over it. So that all made sense, and she seems to have settled in nicely, and if today's work is any indication, she seems to be enjoying the track surface as well. The Breeders' Cup Distaff is definitely shaping up a major race. Clearly, the absence of the holder at this point, it looks like they're going to send her to face the boys, so that softens matters up considerably. So it won't hurt our feelings if she goes and tackles the boys. She certainly has earned every right to do so. So even without the holder, it's a true championship race. You look at Wedding Toast and sheer drama, and it's a very strong 3-year-old filly class as well, with the likes of I'm a Chatterbox and Stella Wynn coming in from the West Coast. It's really shaping up to be a top caliber event, and it should be. So we were happy to give Curalina the opportunity to run against older fillies and mares in the Beldam, and she certainly lived up to it. So with a little bit of a cleaner trip and perhaps a little bit different race setup, we're confident that she certainly fits, and not just going there with the idea of participating, but really competing. And then, of course, you've got Todd's 2 other fillies that are pointing for the race, and Stop Charging Maria and Got Lucky, both exceptional fillies in their own right, proven grade 1 caliber prospects. So, from top to bottom, it's a salty field, and one of those races where I don't think it would surprise anybody if any